Hey everybody, it's Tory at the YMCA at the Athenaeum as part of the YMCA of Greater Indianapolis. I'm so thankful that you're here today with me virtually. We're going to talk about how we can dye Easter eggs in a different way than the normal way. So when I was growing up, we always did it as a vinegar base, but that can get kind of stinky. So I'm here in our preschool room. We've got a couple of things that you need to grab for this project as a family, but it is super fun to do together. So make sure that everyone's crowded around the table. You'll need some hard-boiled eggs, so that'll kind of take a little bit of time to do pre-work, but that's okay. It doesn't take too terribly long. So you have some hard-boiled eggs. You'll need to grab some shaving cream, any kind of food coloring that you have. I do also have food gel. You can use any kind of surface. I would suggest doing something, either a cookie sheet or I have paper plates, anything that you don't want necessarily to get dyed. So if you have a cookie sheet, go ahead and put some parchment paper down or foil underneath it, something that just isn't gonna let it stain. You'll also need something to stir with. So I have a straw here, and then I do have gloves because my fingers are gonna get really tie-dyed. So like I said, we're gonna learn how to dye Easter eggs with the shaving cream and the food coloring. So go ahead and on your paper plate, just make a big old pile, and your little ones can actually help with this. This helps with their fine motor skills, pushing the button and making sure they stay in a targeted area. So they're not going all over the table, but you'll just need a good pile, not too terribly much, but a good pile of it so all of the family can jump in and help. I have a couple of colors here. Of each of them, I have all of the primary colors, so you're just gonna do a couple of squirts of each color. So we've got some yellow. And feel free to mix some of these colors too and talk about how colors can mix with each other and make different colors. That's what a lot of the things that we're talking about in preschool is mixing and what two colors can be mixed to make a different color and doing a lot of those experiments. So kind of a lot of drops all over the place, and then I'll do some of these gel ones. The gels are gonna be a little bit stranger just because they're almost the same consistency as the shaving cream, but that's totally fine. We're so flexible. We're just gonna roll with the punches, right? So got some orange. We also, I think I said before, we've got some of the more primary colors in the dye, and then in the gels, can't get this one open. There we go. We've got some of the more funky colors. All right, so with your straw, you're just gonna take it and kind of swirl these colors together. However you'd like to, and this again is a really good fine motor skill for your littles to start practicing. So they're holding onto something a little bit smaller than, let's say, a spoon or a fork, and they're learning to swirl. So then I'll use the other end to do the gel. However much you want to. The more colors that you use, the more vibrant the Easter eggs are gonna turn out. So we're gonna get kind of a paisley, swirly looking eggs at the end of it. So all you do, I'm gonna take my glove, make sure that my hands don't turn tie-dye like my eggs are gonna be. You're gonna take your glove, and then you're gonna take an egg, and it's really, really simple. Again, you're just gonna take your egg and dip it into the swirls and kind of turn it a couple times so it gets a pattern all over the place. And then on a separate plate, you're gonna just take it just like it is. It's gonna have all of the shaving cream on it, but after about 10 minutes, you're gonna clean it off with some water. Just dunk it in some water for a few seconds, and it's gonna come out all paisley. So we'll do a couple of these, just so you can see the different patterns that might turn up. And it doesn't matter how you turn your egg, it's however you wanna do it or however your littles wanna turn them. Just letting their imagination explore. And we'll do some of the gels. Like I said, it does get a little messy, so if you want to make sure you have gloves on so your fingers don't turn the same colors as your Easter eggs, that may be good. So I've done 3, so there's obviously you're gonna look so different, and that's the point of doing these kind of activities, is that it's not about what the end product is gonna look like, it's about the process and having fun with it. So just make sure that they have fun doing different swirls, different colors, mixing all of the colors, making sure that their imagination is being expanded so they can continue to learn in this time of us being closed. So at the end of it, you're gonna get Easter eggs that kind of look like this. This is one of them that I did earlier. It's kind of has the sunset colors, which is really pretty. And then we have this one that's a little bit crazier with all the other colors. So like I said, they're all gonna look different, but that's okay. That's what we want. We wanna make sure that we're letting them explore and do different things and that no two eggs are gonna look the same. So thanks so much for joining me today. Like I said, this is a great family experiment for you to do together. So everybody crowd around the table, get some eggs going. We want to make sure that we're here for you. So I am hopeful that this is going to be a fun family project for you at home while we're closed here. So make sure that keep tuning into us, see what other family fun projects we have for you, and we hope to see you really, really soon.